Welcome back to the Retro Sports Gamer channel. We're going to get another fantasy draft going. Yesterday we started new ranking system and we were the Colts, got to the playoffs. I won the user game, but lost in the wild card round. So, two things. I did say that if you're top GM, top scout, you will get the first and second pick, but I have decided that you have to be whoever's in the chat. It's always first come, first serve. Just so other people have a chance that aren't, can't show up to certain streams so they don't get buried in the actual rankings. Also, as you can see on the right, I added a third category, top agent. So now the point system will be top GM gets 3 points, top scout gets 2 points, and top agent gets 1 point. And I'll show you the rankings right here. We're fresh in it. Like I said, we started it over, and this is the rankings right now. Adam was the top GM. No, I've decided that it's always first come, first serve. So, Green Magic, you will get the second pick. Now, Green Magic, since you just showed up in the chat, I did just start to watch the Retro World Series NBA Jam and finals. And it looks like what you were doing is when you were on fire, passing to the guy who's not on fire. Does that keep you on fire infinitely? If you do that, is that why you were doing that, or were you just toying with them? Happy Thanksgiving to you too, Adam. So, like I said, I'm changing it so other people always get a chance to get a top pick. But we had a good success story yesterday with Adam. He had 15th or 16th pick. You're on fire till you score 5 buckets. So 5 buckets even with the other player that's not on fire, the fire will go away, or do you have to hit it with a guy who's on fire? Because that strategy I've never tried before. So I was wondering if that's why you're doing that. But anyways, yeah, so this is the points. So I want to get this going a little quicker today. And another reason I don't want to give the picks to the top GMs, scout, and agent is I don't want to be waiting around. If you show up, you're in. If you don't show up, come to the next one. So we'll do the same thing as yesterday. Top 20 chat picks, 21, 52 rapid or sim picks, and then I do have to update this as far as top GM 3 points, top scout 2, and then top agent. Thinking of ways to not run up the score. The guy on fire. I'm the Spurs. Rahman is on fire for over 3 quarters. That's certainly an interesting strategy. I guess if you're a defensive powerhouse, you could do that. All right, so we're going to start it up. We got Adam first pick, Green Magic second pick. We'll see who else trickles in. And go from there. It is the day before Thanksgiving. So hopefully some of those who are working could pop in. We'll see how it goes. So this time, like yesterday, not as fortunate to get the second pick of the overall draft. AJPS, you'll get third pick. Good morning. Good morning to you. All right. So, Adam, who do you want? I'm not going to have a timer on the clock, but I will try to make it quicker for these first 20 picks. And I'm doing Madden 2002 again because I just love that draft board where it tells you exactly what you need. Even starting in Madden 2003, it does not have that. So this one is one I'll use more often for these fantasy drafts. All right. Let's see who Adam wants. Put him on the clock. Ray Lewis, best overall. Left in the draft. Did take a middle linebacker yesterday with Urlacher. And that did work out for him. Got Zach Thomas. Belly, good to see you. Yeah, they're fun. I know they're popular. So I think if I stay consistent, we can build up more of a chat audience for this. But you'll have fourth pick if you stick around. All right, Adam, I'm gonna give you another 10 seconds or so, and then I got to move on to Green Magic. I want to get this going, see if I can get it going faster. Got Culpepper, 76 speed, good quarterback. Adam wants Ray Lewis. All right, good way to start the team. All right, Green Magic, you're on the clock. We still got McNabb, 80 speed. Got some good running backs. Eddie George, 93 overall, 87 speed, 97 break tackle. Elite. No, we're not. You know, some picks I have to veto. We already got a starting middle linebacker. Got some good receivers here. Good offensive lineman. I think the thing that stuck out the most from the draft we did yesterday is Azakim was seventh pick, and he ended up going to the Pro Bowl with touchdowns and punt returns, kick returns, and as a receiver, 700 yards and touchdowns. So it seems even on like a sim season, the speed kills. Whereas Jerry Rice was number one wide receiver, and he had like 700 yards and 6 touchdowns. He's leaning towards George. George, I would say, is worth it. He is elite as far as his ratings. 93, 97 break tackle, good speed at 87, and even his catch is good for a running back. Jordan Peters, good to see you. If you stick around, you got the fifth pick in this fantasy draft. All right, we're going Eddie George, middle linebacker, running back. All right, third pick, AJPS. You know, the other thing, like, so 2003 doesn't have this draft board up here. By 2004, like, the player overall ratings are very inflated. Like, everyone's pretty much at least up there in the low 80s, high 70s. Brett Favre is not left. And these are the quarterbacks. If you want to get a quarterback, already got a running back, middle linebacker. The team started off with Ray Lewis. Receivers starting to go. Receivers, they say they're dime a dozen, but in these drafts, they go quickly. You wanted Moss. I mean, he was the first overall pick in the last draft, so unless you get first pick. All right, QB list: Jeff Garcia, Brian Greasy, Steve McNair, Doug Flutie, Steve Berline, Elvis Gerback, Brad Johnson, Kerry Collins, Trent Green, Tim Couch, McNair, Flutie, fastest. Gridiron Masters says Flutie. All right, Gridiron Masters, good to see you. If you stick around, you will have the sixth pick in this. All right, we're going with Jeff Garcia. He is a good deal. He is a good deal. Throw accuracy is good, and throw power. Pretty good pick. I'm not mad about it. Jeff Garcia. Gridiron Masters wants the best fullback. All right, so fourth pick is Bally. If Bally's here, Bally, then Jordan Peters next. So let me know if either of you guys are still here. Gridiron Masters gets sixth pick. So we got our QB and we got our running back. And we have an anchor on defense, middle linebacker. Wide receivers, still some pretty decent ones here. If we wait any longer, there won't be much left. So we got Johnny Morton, Keenan McCardell, Rocket Ishmael, Joey Galloway. Ooh, huge salary, but good speed. We ended up with Jerry Rice yesterday as the number one wide receiver. He didn't have great stats on the sim. All right, see you, Green Magic. Thanks for stopping in. So Green Magic makes his one pick and he's out. All right, Bally, let me know who you want to pick, if you want this position still, or rather pick elsewhere. Some offensive linemen are going. Rocket Ishmael, 91 speed, 86 catch. All right. Is that really his name, Rocket Ishmael? No, I didn't think so. Good morning, Mike Stacks. Yes, so you are here. Good to see you. If you stick around, you got seventh pick. All right, let's see. Jordan Peters says, new guy in the chat. So, Jordan, if you're still here, you got this pick. Otherwise, let's look at offensive and defensive line. He is here. All right, so this is what we got. Offensive line. Got some good left tackles. Left guard. Still guys in the high 80s. Centers, got one guy in the 90s. The ends, Leon Letts. And defensive tackle. These are the names. Julius Randle. Big Sammy Adams, Ted Washington. All right, Jordan, let me know who's looking good for you for this pick. It's not out of the realm of possibility that an offensive lineman. Six, I know that was a good deterrent. Uh, Defensive tackle. Ooh, we're going with a big salary here. See how it works out. Trevor Price. I don't know if this helps because everyone puts their guy in the chat anyways. But for now, sticking with this system. All right, Gridiron Masters, your pick. So Gridiron Masters, let me know too how the game you're developing's been going. Interested to hear about that. But first, give me your pick and let me know. Best fullback, Mike Allstott. You want Mike Allstott? Eli the Wolf is here. Eli, you got 8th pick if you want in this draft. Good to see you. So he said best fullback, so I think he said Allstott looks nice. So let's go with that. Definitely will have the chance to make a Pro Bowl. Yesterday, a kicker made the Pro Bowl. Yeah, the 8th pick. Your pick's coming up. Mike Stacks, you got the next pick. Draft board's up there. What we already have. Yesterday I played Bettis. What's his break tackle? 97, yeah. Seemed like it was going to be pretty high. So we got just going pretty good so far as the speed of the picks. He wants to go cornerback. Still some big safeties left. Cornerback is pretty depleted already. Daryl Green, McKenzie. Daryl Green's got that 94 speed and experience. This is who we got. This is who's left. Now, there's a certain order that they rank the importance in, and cornerback goes early, just like Plummer. 88 speed, 61 catch. All right, we got him. Mike Stacks goes with Plummer. And where's he at? Ahmed Plummer. The Colts team, they made the playoffs, but they lost first round. So it was a good season overall. 11-5. All right, user, you just hopped in the nick of time. I don't know if you want a pick or not. Yesterday, I think you stopped in, didn't really make a pick, so let me know yes or no. Otherwise, we're back to Adam. Draft board is up. Jeff Garcia is the quarterback. Eddie George running back, Allstott fullback. Ishmael's receiver. No tight end yet. Ray Lewis, middle linebacker, first pick. 99 overall. All right, I'm going to give user the pick if he wants it, but otherwise, as I'm scrolling through this, Adam, look to see who you want. Bears, Eagles. I mean, the Bears have been getting lucky winning these games. So, oh yeah, sorry, Eli, it's your pick. Eli's pick. Eli, it's your pick right now. Sorry about that. I think the Bears are due up to lose a game. Surprising 8-3. All right, Eli, let me know who you want. This is how our team's looking. Able to nab so far 4 guys in the 90s. He wants McKenzie. So another corner. And he's cheap. It's a good pick. Adam wants to look at DT. We do have one defensive tackle already, but we do need 2 starters, as most of the teams play a 4-3. Cortez Kennedy, pretty good team-friendly deal. Tractor trailer. I haven't watched much of the Eagles. The way the Bears have been winning, like they're not convincing victories. So the Eagles, I would think, have a little bit more talent, but we'll see what happens. I don't think user wants to pick. So, Adam, who do you want? Wide receiver, Herman Moore, Jeff Graham, Bobby Ingram, these 2 guys, former Bears. Ocho, was that Ocho Cinco? 81 catch. Rob Moore, Ricky Prohl, Hines Ward, Kevin Dyson, Brown. Fastest guy left is Lavernius Coles, Tim Dwight. Azakim, big player in the last draft, and he's gone. Reggie Wayne, looks like his rookie deal. All right, what are you thinking, Adam? He wants Tony Saragusa again. Worked out for you yesterday. All right. Adams made 2 picks. It is Green Magic had to go, so Let's see. AJPS, your pick. AJPS, then Bally. So some good running backs left. In the last draft, here's the tight ends. In the last draft, Stephen Davis got injured for the season. We ended up picking a high contract for Tiki Barber, but he ended up being the featured back. Almost had 1,000 yards receiving. Definitely was a huge thing to have him as the backup. So there's your tight ends. Oh, this is a draft. So let me know. 36 team NFL's on the horizon. I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, the Super Sim. There was this there's this league called the Simulation Football League that use All Pro 2K8, and it's fun. Like that's how that is. They have like guys that actually announce everything, and there's no user gameplay. Wesley Walls. All right, that's nice, Ivy. But for me, I always enjoy playing. Like I can't, I personally can't get into the just sim stuff, but this is kind of like a hybrid of it, where I do play the first game and the Super Bowl if they get there, but most of it's a sim. All right, Bailey, if you're there, you're on the clock. Yeah, the purple Care Bear. I saw it. Ellie wants to see strong safeties. We've still got some guys in the 80s who can make a difference. Same thing with free safeties. Got a young Mike Brown. Got an old Mark Carrier. Well, he's only 32. I guess he's not that old. Um, Here's your outside linebackers. Keith Brooking. Their speeds. Keith Bullock's the fastest, 81. So that's pretty much who we got left to work with. So Bailey, let me know who you think. Fullback DT wants Julian Peterson, which he was what, one of the outside linebackers? Best one left. All right, good pick. Got a good linebacker to go alongside of Ray Lewis and Jordan Peters. It's your pick, and then Gridiron again. So far, so good. See what safeties are still remaining. They're being taken, but these guys are still there. PS2 Madden will ever become collectors? No. I don't, because basically what happened with the sports game is they're so popular that there's so many copies that are out there, and then the fact that they come out yearly gives them less significance. It takes a channel or people like the in the chat and myself that like know the games in detail where they can pick out the differences of what they like about each game. Otherwise, most people just see them as a dime a dozen, and there's not much difference to the average player. All right, Gridiron's on the clock. Goes with Knight. Sam Knight. I like the speed of everyone in the chat right now. Best D end. So that'll be Kalu. And he's looking like the cheapest too. So let me know if you want Kalu. I'll pick him. Peter, a little bit even cheaper. All right, Kalu. I don't know what Kalu's first name is. And I still kind of don't know what it is. All right, so who's after Gridiron? Mike Stacks. Mike Stacks, you're back up. And then Eli again. Draft board's up. So as user had the question, like Madden 2003 is my favorite because I feel like that's when they finally got it polished with the gameplay. The speed is true. There's no gimmicks. There's no catch up on the receiver. I really think they. I know people love Madden 2004 because it has Vic on the cover, and Vic's amazing in there. But they inflated all the ratings. Plus, it seems like the defensive catch radius is huge, and there's a ton of interceptions in that game, even if the guys have bad catch ratings. $7 used. Reggie Wayne, wide receiver. All right. Thank you guys for being decisive. That really helps. All right, Eli's back on the clock. Big kickers still left. So Vic was not getting drafted yesterday. His salary's huge. I did end up getting him, and then I did bring him in the user game I played to get me down the field because I was struggling to get the receivers open with Peyton. Back in 2005, I feel like they made it. They kind of they fixed a few things, added the hit stick stuff that made it a little bit more fun. Or I think it's truck and hit stick. Better, yeah. No, I do agree with. I mean, I have like user interface in game. I like this, how it looks outside of game on Madden 2001 through 2003. But if you're talking in the game, I see what you're saying. All right, Eli, it's your pick. Who do you want? Draft board's up there. Who we still need? '03 is Adam's favorite. '07 not bad on PS2. Yeah, I repeat myself. It's the same story, but Madden '06 is the one that really kind of got me out of it with the QB vision forced online because I kind of turned into an online player. Garcia, which position? Because we have Jeff Garcia. You talking about center? This guy? Which we have no offensive lineman yet, so it would be a good pick. All right. Way to take. I feel like sometimes you take an offensive lineman, you're taking one for the team, but we need it, so good pick. All right. And I think Eli today had the last pick, so we are back to Adam. He's going to get 3 in this draft. What's up, Boot? Is that Lumberjack? Lumberjack Cracks? You want to pick in this or no? The last Madden I got, I feel like I still maybe got them till '08. Whichever one like Vince Young was on the cover. But it's there's like I wish you could mesh everything about all the series and put them in one. Like something like Madden 2002, this one I wouldn't recommend for a lot of reasons, but like this draft board in the fantasy draft they took out. Why? It should have been it should have stayed in there. Like little things like that. You could take something from each game. Adam wants to look at free safety. Here's the free safeties. Strong safeties. Madden 12, I did pick up some of those just to see what they were about, but they didn't really make any. I couldn't use the Texans even though the expansion draft was on. Right? I have to figure that out. Oh, Adam. Adam wants to look at another position here. This is who we got at wide receiver. We got 2, so this would be a third wide receiver. Not necessarily going to be a starter in most situations. All right, Adam. Let me know the pick. I'm ready to move on. That's unfortunate if you can't actually play when you're buying the games. Fastest wide receiver. Mm, I mean, Lewis would be probably the best one because he can actually catch 74 catch, 93 speed. It's Jamal Lewis, I think he was, on the Saints. He would be the one I would probably go with. Just that's the overall. Probably a guy you could put at returner. All right, let me know who you think. Lewis? Okay. All right, and we are back to Green Magic left. He made a pick and left. AJPS. Yeah, it's helpful if you let me know if you're gonna leave in the chat so we can move on to the next pick. But AJPS, it's your pick. Huge salary. Tiki Barba, he'll be around. Indoor arena soccer mode, ahead of its time. QB Vision. Yeah, I don't know. It was. You didn't need an extra thing to do in passing. It's already tough enough to get the ball off to the receiver you want with the defense rushing in. To have to do another move, offensive line list. So we do have a center already, so we need guard and tackle. Might be time to bite the bullet. All right, which guy do you want? You see the salary numbers, the overall. MLS teams, yeah, though it was probably starting right around then. To all Madden. Gandy, all right, we're gonna eat the salary here.
Did you just say you're gonna eat yourself?
I didn't say I was gonna eat myself. I said we're gonna eat the salary.
What's a salary? I don't know what anything is. I just know what people
It means money. A lot of money. All right.
Give my money.
That's right. All right, Bally, it's your pick. So we're gonna make the next 3 picks. So top 20 are chat picks. We still got some big kickers left. After that, I'm gonna rapidly do it. Might be a little faster than yesterday as far as that goes. Here's the guards that are left. A lot of 74s and 73s. One tackle. No guards. One center. Allen. All right. Faneca. Thank you for being quick. And we are back to Jordan Peters. We want to look at defensive ends, which we only have one. Not, we got Patrick Kearney. Not much left here. None of them are fast. Smith, Theory. Yeah, we're going to be a little bit weak on one of the ends, that's for sure. Spend that money. HAPS says. But if we don't, I'll find a way to get Vic as the backup. Free safety? Oh, yeah. No free safety right now either. None of these guys are really jumping out on me. Say it's more of an offensive team than defensive team, the way it's been drafted, but it is nice to have Ray Lewis in the middle, 99 overall. All right, Jordan, let me know what you're thinking. Wadsworth at defensive end. Okay, you spending that money. All right. This is the last pick we're making, and it is going to Gridiron. Gridiron, it's your pick. And then I'll just fill out the rest of the team. It looks like we got a starter for everything but free safety. Brown's cheap and 86 speed. That's kind of nice. And his tackling's higher. Just lower awareness. Best free safety. Well, Herring's the best, but I don't know. Brown salary plus speed. I would rather have him back there, but you let me know who you want. So best is Herring. Brown is probably the best value. I don't. I looked into getting the Panasonic 3DO a couple times. I did find a guy on Craigslist years ago who had it. All right, he wants Brown. But then I do have the Madden, the original Madden on 3DO, so I'd like to get it. I was hoping that Polymega thing had 3DO. All right, we don't have a kicker. We had a bad kicker and bad punter last time. I'm going to take a kicker now, I think. Just have a good one. We have a starter everywhere else. Let me get Grammatica. Punter, I don't want a terrible one, but let's see what we got at other positions. Barber's a guy I might think about for backup running back again. Already got 3 wide receivers. Corners, nickel corner. Will Allen, speed. I'm going to get him. Who else might see the field? Ooh, we need a second outside linebacker. I should have picked that first. Man, I think I'm just going to spend the extra money to get Smith. Road Rash, FIFA 94, Madden. Yeah. Cole Steele. Oh, man. The punters are being taken right now. I ended up with like a 50 overall last time, so I'm just going to get one right now. And then we're good there. So there's some 2 tight end sets, I guess. Bruner. Should I spend the money for him? I don't think so. Greg still there at tackle. Backup center. 2 defensive tackles. That's all you need. 3 ends. Sega Saturn one of these days. Got the nickel corner at least. All right, I gotta be a little bit quicker with this myself. Gordon Robinson's too much money. Where is Marty Booker's down here? I'm gonna get Marty Booker. Backup center, start him on the depth chart. Ackerman, that's a lot of money. I'll pay it. Extra good offensive lineman. Adam wants Lavernius Coles? Sure. Why not? Put him at returner. Receivers are done. See, any decent value at halfback. Oh, they took Tiki Barber in this one. Some team had the money for him. Yeah, it's going to be rough if the running back goes down, that's for sure. But Eddie George doesn't get injured that much. And this is rough. Should have looked at a backup running back earlier. We do have Allstott, so that's kind of like a backup running back built in. He could do both. I don't think it's even worth getting one of those guys right now. You know, Ricks. Get Moreland, second tight end. See if I could keep the salaries down to get Vic as the backup quarterback. Also an option that I could use in the game that I play. We'll get all right, good on end. Let's see. Dime. Let's get a dime corner. Those guys are terrible. Rear is slow. Man. Slim pickings. Tackle. Should have went tackle and guard much earlier. I didn't see that. We needed a second one for both. But I did get that backup center that I could start at guard at least. Backup middle linebacker. Shouldn't need much for Lewis. He goes down, this defense is shot. Man. Other outside linebacker. $300K. Need another corner. Yeah, this is the boring part of the draft. Overpriced corners. Putting a lot on the shoulders of Jeff Garcia right now. But we still have some big salaries in there. Right now, I could draft Cordell Stewart as the backup, but I still want to try to get Vic with these last few picks. Running backs hasn't changed much. Keaton, 88. I might get him. This would be really bad if he had to play. Greatest 997. I had no clue about that game. That is complete news to me. Let's try to get these salaries the lowest possible. Still have 10 picks to make. Offensive guard. I think we can get it up. Go get some safeties. They only require you one. Oh, so it's forcing us to pick a quarterback now. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get Vic now because it's going to force me to take two quarterbacks. Maybe I could go 4 strings and release some guys. So he's the cheapest. Let's see if we take him as the cheapest. Maybe we'll have enough for Vic. Just enough. Just enough. All right, Vic's a good option as a backup. This is a team looking pretty good. Salary cap keeps you honest, I guess. You could turn the salary cap off if you wanted to. These picks are really kind of irrelevant. Greg's still left. Don't know if I could get the salary back to get him. Why not? 6 wide receivers. Outside linebacker. And yeah, Robinson not going to be able to get him. Cordell's still there. I mean, these picks just don't matter. It's almost like just click X and whoever you get. Donald Driver, 7th wide receiver, why not? Practice squad. And here we go. We are done with this draft. So thanks for getting me done with this one. Picking the team. And we'll see who comes out on top. We're gonna get into a game right away, but let me at least do the depth chart. Good. That's good. Northcutt. He's on the IR. Didn't realize that. Got enough receivers, so it doesn't matter. Ackerman's, yeah, the one we're putting there. See how bad we are at right tackle? Guess so. Faneca, Gandy, Garcia, Ackerman. That's what it is. Kalu. Wadsworth. Good up the middle. I forgot about Price and Saragusa. That will be really strong up the middle. Eli says great draft. Linebacker's pretty good. Corners are serviceable. Safety's all right. Decent speed. Grammatica. Kick returner. Gonna put Lewis back there. And Lavernius Coles, fastest guys on the team. Put Coles back there. 97 speed. Don't really have a third down running back on this team. It's Eddie George all the way. Jeff Garcia with that 63 speed, not really a scrambler. Even though he did have some decent scrambling ability. And we are going off, starting up against the Titans. I enjoy the draft, but this is probably the part I look forward to most. So this would be the season 2. I'm playing on All Pro right now, and we'll see who comes up with the best players for this team. All right, after we do this coin toss, I got to step away for 1 second. Adam says ESPN NFL 2K5. Going up against Urlacher. Well, let me be right back. Step away 1 second.
We have a new season about to get underway. A new season, a new beginning. Erase those old files because it's a whole new deal from here on out.
Glad that it's clear. It is still a night game, but
The teams have taken a
the
field
rain,
lined up for the kickoff. They're
it
ready
doesn't
at
look
this
the
stage.
best and a little bit harder to play in. No, load times aren't bad at all. And here we are, underway. Miami Dolphins. Big fumble. What a way to start off. Yes. For sure. Sometimes. Not as much as before though. A lot of times in the past they used to crack one for the stream, but
First and 10.
I need my energy for the rest of the day.
Blitz is coming. George.
Eddie George touchdown. 2 plays and we're in.
That guy just found some room and headed right for the end zone.
Yeah, he was able to make some moves and make the defenders miss to get the yardage he needed.
Yeah, it's if you could quit and stop, it's the best way to go, I think.
I caught up with Coach Fisher to get his pregame thoughts. And
It's nice to get loose every once in a while, but you don't want to overdo it. It's never good.
He's hoping that they can outlast and outplay their opponents at the end of the game. Let's see if it pays off. Pat?
Kind of off on the accuracy there. For sure, yeah, it could change your mood a little bit too.
Gets it off.
Eddie George felt really good on that carry compared to what I was using yesterday with Steven Davis.
Because it's only the first quarter.
Oh yeah, and one thing I know I got to do right now is put Ray Lewis in on every defensive series or every defensive set. Which, what number is he? All right, good to go.
Back to the action.
Oh yeah, Steve McNair. Yeah, I mean it happens, unfortunately.
Gerback under the center. The Titans using motion. Morris gets the tackle.
Come on, get the tackle.
Plummer stops him at the 23.
2 favorite Maddens.
Still appears to be a part of their plan.
Maybe they're trying to set up a little play action. At this point, I'm not sure how much
I mean,
the defense is going to spend watching the run.
Ball on their own 23.
I would have to go, Madden 2003 for sure is my favorite one. And then it would probably be between 3 other ones. I don't, like at the time, oh man, blocking's pretty good. At the time, I really liked Madden 04, but I think that's one of my least favorites of the series, like the 2001 to 2005. So it would be between 2005 and 2001 probably. I think that there is a difference with this one in 2001, but it's not the polish of 2003. And then 05, I feel like they fixed as far as the defense intercepting the ball all the time, but it still has like the wide receiver or the cornerback catch-up thing.
Second and 10.
Oh, missing in the bathroom. That's really drunk. Oh, I missed that tackle. That should have been forcing a punt.
Brown stops him at the 42.
Why was this running play successful, John? It's just a case
I rarely ever dive. I just try to get in the area of the ball carrier to force the animation. And there, I just didn't get close enough. Missed the tackle. Got to
They're in an
regroup.
offset I. Using motion. Play action fake. Durback.
Curtis Conway. You're back. Getting him down the field.
22. How about Curtis Conway, John?
good hands and great quickness. Just too bad he's had injury problems during his career.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
Oh, man.
There's a flag.
Offsides. Encroachment.
That'll help the offense. That'll help the offense.
There's Dave. There's Dave Wanstead.
Ball on the 17-yard line.
These games did stumbling for yards better. That animation. That's a good assessment. I never really thought about that. Which running back is this, Morris? He's tearing it up so far.
I wouldn't even attempt to pass.
Blitzing the outside linebackers. If it wasn't for that draft board, I probably would go back to this one less. Because it's like the one in the middle of, like, your mind's blown by the graphics of Madden 2001. And then 2003 being such a good game. Like, this is the one I think about the least. But it's the only one that has that fantasy draft board. Finally.
Despite good coverage, he forces the ball in there.
And when you talk about forcing the pass or forcing the ball in there, that's the kind of play you're talking about.
Second and goal. Durback steps back. Passes left. The pass is complete.
I saw that he might go there, but I was also in a zone, so I knew there was coverage over there. So shotgun. No, I don't want to do a man zone. Safety's coming in the flat. Right, yeah, they might bump a little bit. My tackling's bad right now. I saw that.
They didn't get it.
On a pass play, there's no
Thankfully, he stopped him right at the one, so
receiver past the first
not
down.
really great defense. But did just enough to force a field goal attempt.
The kick is up. The kick is good. The momentum could be shifting.
Dad, why do you have to turn the lights off for this game?
You want to turn them back on? Go ahead. I turned the lights off because the lighting's powerful in the background. But go ahead, turn it on.
They'll start the drive from the 22. Ball on their own 22.
No reason to not run again.
First and 10. Joy looking to turn it upfield.
So that he got contacted early and lunged forward for maybe, no, he didn't even get a yard out of that. Oh, I forgot to go Bears playbook. Oh well, we're going to explore the Dolphins playbook, see how it goes.
The Dolphins using
Move them in motion, no extra blocking.
He
And it doesn't help.
Emmons with the takedown at the 20. He wanted to get to the corner on that one.
Okay, I do like that there's shotgun formation options.
And there was just no place for him to run.
Barbershops?
And we're ready to start the second quarter.
I mean, I can see it. I haven't experienced that either.
So we're in a passing situation.
But yeah, that's a good idea. Like, here, just play this game while I cut your hair.
Back to pass. Garcia.
Lewis makes the catch.
Brings him down at the 44.
I knew he'd have the speed to get open. Just got that off.
Speed of that receiver. He was able to outrun the coverage, make the catch, and hang on to the ball.
Ball on their own 44.
NCAA 06 on PS2. Isn't that the one where you can interchange the NCAA player and put him into Madden 06? I forgot we got All-Star. That's a reason to run the fullback.
Looking to turn it upfield.
Not getting much though. Oh yeah, watching a football game, yeah, that's easier to pull off. Ooh, good defense. Thought he would just be outside of it. 49-yard line.
Can't get to it. That didn't happen there.
I don't want to go for it, but yeah, let's go for it.
Ball on their own 49.
I'm looking for the in or maybe even the. Here we go. Risky gets it. That was my backup option, but it looked like there was a ton of defense in the middle. Try to run All-Star again. Not much. All right, I'm going to try running or passing here on second down. I know I have gotten my hair cut at Sports Clips before. They have all the sports stuff on. Threw that a little off. Number one fan, what's up? A little late to this draft, but I did end up giving you a point. Created top agent because it was so close. Might as well give 3 people a point on these. Yep, already started. Did the draft already. Replays online mode. Wouldn't be bad. And he was triple covered with that zone. Too far for the field goal. Kind of like in no man's land here. We're gonna give. Who is my 5th wide receiver? This could be. Oh, Coles has no hands. I don't know. This is risky. Lofted it. That almost paid off big time. Team's looking good. Anchored by a middle linebacker.
Over the defense and he made the right decision of
Running back was the first offensive player pick, so we got Eddie George. He has a touchdown already. Made a read on that one that it was not going to work.
A little over 4 to go.
5 yards I could do. First down running. Eddie George. 2-minute warning.
Eddie George so good. Well, he's got all the skills that make great players. He's strong, has good hands, and he's mentally tough. Heck, this guy's got it all.
I don't know. This is the best idea here. Yeah, so I'm going to spread them out, get them out of the goal line defense, and just try to run George up the middle here.
Why?
And got stuck in no man's land.
This back just seemed to pick the wrong hole. There wasn't a guy right there to meet him at the line of scrimmage.
About 5 yards out.
Jeff Garcia, yep. I'm going to try to hit Allstott on that if Wayne's not open.
14th play of this drive.
Oh boy. This is not working out how I thought it would.
Lang,
Really bad play.
14.
Scrambled too much. See if I get enough time for this deep out. I don't go to the Bulls game. I haven't been there in years.
I'm stuck.
For my part in Chicago, oh, the one-handed catch, Ishmael.
He caught the pass for a touchdown.
All right, don't go up there anymore.
Defender for the ball on that play. The guy with the
Okay,
field
you're doing
position
it.
usually will come up with it.
That Wilson football. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Professional sports games are just too pricey. From what my part in Chicago, it's a haul. Definitely a haul. I'll be more likely to go to a Windy City Bulls game.
Extra point attempt is good. That score gives him a nice cushion.
They carried over that one-handed catch animation from Madden 2001. It worked out there. Ishmael with 2 big catches
He takes a knee.
in this one. All right, so we go to zone.
First and
Could have caught it with both hands. Scripted sports, yeah. I mean, I enjoy the entertainment. I guess like the big part of it would just be to be at a big stadium. Like it's a cool setting for sure. But Chicago's so populated that
Because you don't want that pass to get
getting to any of the major sports events is,
ball on their own 20.
it can be stressful.
Quick drop. He scrambles out of the pocket. Out over to the left.
Wow.
Brings him down.
Drew that across the field.
Quarterback looks sharp on that play.
Found Johnson
really
open.
prove that he's a good quarterback on that play.
All right, I'm playing some man defense now. What do I think about it? I think it's one of the best overall football games ever. Maybe still the best presentation.
Not only can this guy make all the throws, but also
We're
really
gonna go
makes
into
the best
dime.
decision out there.
Gameplay's awesome too. It's a great game.
About 4 to go.
Seahawks fans? No. They're too far away.
Back to pass. Out over to the left.
Oh man, I'm not.
The 41.
They're going to hurry up.
41-yard line.
I am just whiffing on tackles with Lewis.
Quarterback back in his shotgun. Quarterback to throw it. Pass complete.
Maybe I should just get off of him so we can actually do something. Ray Lewis was the first pick in the draft. Yeah, Adam drafted him.
Steps back with the throw.
Keeps him in bounds. Alaska Cubs games. Yeah, no, that's a good atmosphere going to a Cubs game. Yeah, ESPN. Which ESPN football? I mean 2K5? Yeah, I don't remember ever seeing a Seahawks fan in Chicago.
Brian out to try the field goal.
And you know, people in the 90s represented their team that they liked with the starter jackets or the champion jerseys, so I don't remember any Seahawks stuff. Wow, off the crossbar.
That's the end of the second quarter with the score Miami
14-6.
Tennessee 6.
Nothing really flashy at halftime
Back to the action.
in the Madden game. I started this game off with a fumbled punt return. Scored on the first play. '49ers fans, that I saw. Because they were good.
The Dolphins take over.
Try to juke him. Didn't work. You know, I'm going to try that Coles out again. Because if he catches it, he's fast. He's going to the end zone. He's going to pay dirt.
Nickel back in this time. Steps back. Garcia passes left. Cole. Reception.
Just made the tackle.
Goes him down.
Yeah, I hear that a lot. ESPN 2K4 is underrated. Kind of gets
Yeah, he put that
overlooked.
pass where only his receiver had a chance to catch it.
Well, that was the one that was just called ESPN Football. So I think the branding of it confused people. Fullback in there? Yeah, he's in now.
Scrambling out over to the right. Complete.
Lewis, these fast receivers are paying off.
26. What about that Jermaine Lewis, John?
This guy has explosive speed and can really get down the field after he's got the ball.
First and 10.
Peak Madden 2008. To be honest, that's when I was probably out of it. That would be 360. Oh, what? All stop. Almost costing the team. HB Wham.
Looking for room. Urlacher makes the stop at the 14. George looks good today.
Oh, yeah, this guy's a strong runner who'll take a hit, and he showed it on that play.
Ball on the 14.
George is cruising. NFL Game Day? Which one? It was pretty good on the. It was probably the best on the PlayStation. Like the music was really good on Game Day. Mm, NCAA football '04.
Garcia under the center.
This is just wide open.
Pushes on. The pass is
I just keep lofting it to him, make sure he catches it.
third and 4. Here's the blitz. Looking to turn it upfield. Wins with the tackle at the 4.
Kind of ran sideways for a second there. I got the power backs. I'm definitely going for
They're
this.
inside the 5.
Giving Allstott another shot.
Everybody up on the line. Garcia hands it off. Urlacher with the tackle.
Urlacher versus Lewis. Urlacher's on
Got
the
the first down.
Titans here.
It's a blitz. Taylor pulls him down at the 2.
Running in the goal line. These guys been in cover 4 the whole game. Watching Garcia on the deep ball. Oh, man.
He gets the carry.
You know, this is a time for Vic.
Let's get back to the play on the field.
I'll try to run it in with Vic. If not, going for a field goal. Wow, they're leaving people open.
Directing traffic.
Run that out here.
Vic back to
Oh,
Wagner.
it did not work.
The 14. They stop them there.
That's the type of defense the coach loves when they get close to the end zone. Stop them from scoring at all costs.
The kick is up. The kick is off. It's good. That score gives them a nice cushion.
So that was a big field goal. Makes it a 2-score game.
Dramatica gets it off.
Or Dramatica with the boot.
Tennessee down by 2 scores.
All right. See if I could have more of an impact on defense here. Blitzing a corner, and I'm blitzing Lewis.
Gerback sets up using motion. Morris gets the carry. Knight brings him down at the 25.
This is what you want to get from your running back. If he can keep this up, he'll end
Just
up
sticking in the strong zone.
The Dolphins with a 4-man front.
Finally made a tackle.
Hands it off. How about Ray Lewis, John?
Now, when you talk about a dominating defender, you have to include this guy. He's got all the tools. He's aggressive, fast, and sometimes he's downright mean.
The team
In the
just
fourth
hit
quarter.
quarter of play. Drops back to throw. With the throw.
Conway on a deep ball.
The 48.
Try to blitz Lewis. Change the personnel. Yeah, no, I'm aware of that.
The intended target. He throws a bullet.
Doesn't never really feels like there's enough
He just
time
threw that
to do
pass
it.
too hard. The receiver might have caught up with the ball if he used a little more touch.
Ball at about midfield.
Should be man-to-man defense, QB spy.
Ball on their own 49. Gerback to throw it.
Oh, I think he was trying to run.
Pulls him down at the 47.
We're going goal line.
They're in an offset eye. Gerback back to pass.
Way off.
More the intended.
Let's see if they go for it or punt here.
There
Oh,
was
they're
no
going for
way
it.
he was going to get to that one.
Blitzing Lewis. Verbeck's number's pretty good.
Ball at midfield.
I'm going to throw quick, and the defense makes the tackle.
The offense turns the ball over on down.
When a team gambles and makes it, the coach is a hero. If they fail, everyone will second-guess the coach all week long.
I'm going to try one more.
On the 48-yard line.
Run with Vic if I can get it.
Vic steps back. He
Got
scrambles.
a lot of open field over here.
Vic's pretty tough to get to.
Yeah, his scrambling abilities drive defenses crazy. And when you
Why don't
make the
Madden
soldier
finish
of the
this
play,
thought?
He'll get out of the pocket for a big gain.
Put Garcia back in. Playing well. No reason to really take him out.
First and 10. The rush is on. Emmons breaks the play up in the backfield. He wanted to get it to the
I'm going to
outside.
run one
there,
more
but
play,
there
though,
was
with
no room
Vic.
to run.
I'll tell you, that defense ate that play up, Pat. They really need to keep it going up the middle if they want to have success against this.
I don't know why they give him these numbers. It's like they give him just random anything. They don't try to keep them with their original number.
He scrambles out of the pocket.
It was off.
Holds the intended receiver. Incomplete. That pass was thrown. And we go back to the game.
Ishmael, Wayne. Just double covered. Oh, I wasn't planning on going there. It wasn't the best throw, but it worked out.
This guy came out of nowhere, and he had an incredible season in 2000. Anytime a quarterback throws for over 4,000 yards in a season, you got to take notice.
About 3 for the touchdown.
They're in the goal line. Right side wide out was wide open. Oh, he whiffed that tackle. Thought he was going to get tackled for a loss. Eddie George, second touchdown.
Yep, he just lowered his shoulders.
It's a good start for Green Magic's pick. Ishmael has a touchdown.
And the extra point.
Jeff Garcia's having a good game.
Scoring at will.
The Madden challenge. Yeah, it's like you could rack up points for doing certain things in the game.
He gets it off. He takes a knee. First and 10.
No, yeah, it's like the first pick. Eddie George is 27, but they gave him 30. I mean, there was nobody else on the team that had 27 because he was this first offensive player drafted. They just give him anything.
Johnson with the reception.
And maybe it's based off who the guy
Yeah, he knew exactly what he wanted to do on
was
that play.
before on the team. I don't know.
Ball on the 40-yard line. Gerback with the throw.
If they keep cruising up the field like this, they could definitely come back.
Effort on that pass, John. Let's take a look at the replay to see how this play developed.
Watch the quarterback as he sets his feet and gets into good throwing position before he got rid of that one. He was able to deliver the ball in a perfect spot for the receiver to make the reception.
Johnson was the intended target. Gerback fires the pass, but it's overthrown.
He just threw that pass too hard. The receiver might have caught up with the ball if he used a little more touch.
Ball on the 19-yard line. Only one man back.
Try to blitz right up the middle, get a sack.
Out over to the right. Moore was the intended target. That shot falls incomplete.
He's obviously got a cannon for an arm, but sometimes on the shorter passes, you have to know when to put some touch on it.
Super Bowl bound team? It could be. It could be.
Gerback sets up. Price reaches the quarterback.
Price with the sack. Whose pick was that?
Wasn't going to be denied the sack on that play.
Yeah, he went all out to get the quarterback. When you got his size, it makes it very hard for a quarterback. to
Another
escape his
turnover on
pressure.
downs.
Ball on the 24-yard line.
That was your pick? Yep, there was a sack for him.
Fifth play of this drive. Has his left.
Nothing.
McKenzie pulls him down at the 18. The Titans take a gamble and fail to convert.
I don't know. Sometimes when you're grasping for momentum, you'll ask your players to make a play for the team. Looks like they'll have to go back to the drawing board after that one.
Offensive line's held up pretty good.
Garcia drops back.
Oh man, I wanted to slide, but
Russell makes the stop at the
it
27.
didn't happen.
He broke it for a gain.
And if you're on defense, you hate this. You have everybody covered, and then the quarterback takes off on you and gets a big gain.
Ball on their own 27.
First scramble with Garcia worked out pretty good.
Gets set. Steps back. Throws left. The pass is complete. He catches a bullet for the first down.
And it's a good thing he caught it. You don't want to drop those passes.
Ishmael. Yeah, it's been pretty smooth sailing with Garcia. I don't know why I was struggling so much with Peyton Manning yesterday. Maybe it was just the rain. It was slow receivers.
Pass is right. The pass is complete. The receiver showed excellent body control bringing that pass in.
A few more like that, this guy's going to be in the All-Madden team.
Ball on their own 38.
Yeah, the computer just doesn't guard 5 wide receivers well.
With the throw.
That could have been big.
Target. A hard throw, but no catch. The pass falls incomplete.
Well, he slung it in there, but the receiver just couldn't come up with it.
He's looking to throw. Garcia scrambles out of the pocket. With the throw.
Booker gets himself open.
Takedown at the 47. Number 86 catches a bullet for the first down.
And it's a good thing he caught
11
it. You
for
don't want to
15,
drop
a
those
touchdown.
passes first down.
Racking up the yards.
They're blitzing. Garcia out over to the
I
left.
think I went back to that play one too many times.
No, and maybe he got held up in the line because their timing was really off on that pass.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Not a ton of yards with Eddie George, but 2 touchdowns. And let's Should I launch one for good measure?
Ball on the 48-yard line.
See how far Jeff Garcia could throw.
Blitz is coming.
Yeah.
They got the quarterback.
Brought the blitz.
Taylor is looking good today.
Yeah, he's making some
Got
big
Taylor
plays
the
out
sack.
there today. He really looks like a dominating player.
This concludes another game of Madden NFL 2.
Adam, thank you. Gerbach. Jeff Garcia with a good rating. 128. George, not a lot of yards, but 2 touchdowns. Coles had the most yards, mostly run after the catch, 43 yards. Ishmael had that touchdown. Man, I didn't do nothing with Lewis, 1 tackle. All right. Yeah, you don't get the stats too much on the user played games because it's only 5 minutes, but we're going to get this sim going and see how this team does. Are they Super Bowl bound? I think this team's really good. I think it's good. I'll be surprised if they don't make the playoffs. So I think what I'll do is once this sim finishes and we make the playoffs, I'll just continue to see if they make the Super Bowl, and then I'll go back and look to see how the players did. Dolphins 4-0. Did I see that right? 5-0. Garcia going to the Pro Bowl, says AJPS. Yeah, it was a good pick, you know. Mid-80s quarterback. Overall, that definitely helps. Got 1 loss in there by 3. 7-1 Dolphins. 7-2. Definitely drafting good teams here. 7-3. They're losing some games now. I wonder if there was an injury. Man, 7-4. 8-4. That's a big one. Once we get to 9-10, playoffs are looking good. I didn't see that last one. Dolphins 9-5, 9-6. It's gonna be close. This last game is gonna be big. 10-6. Okay, let's see if they made the playoffs. And they did. They made the wild card round versus the Raiders, another 10-6 team. All right, so sim to make the Super Bowl. I either play it now or play it on the next stream if they get there. Simulate the round. The Dolphins win. We're in the divisional. All right. Dolphins lose to the Jets. Didn't get to the AFC Championship, but around further. So let me update this. This is the second season. 2-0 on the games I played. 2 playoff appearances, no Super Bowls. Now it's time to pick the top GM, scout, and agent. Let's look at the stats. So, looks like Garcia got injured at some point. Vic played a little bit. Didn't say if Jeff Garcia made the Pro Bowl, though his stats are good. 22 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Eddie George, Pro Bowl, 12 touchdowns, over 1,000 yards. Mike Allstott, Pro Bowl, as the fullback. That's a lot of running. Wide receivers, nothing great. Any of the offensive linemen. Ray Lewis, 7 sacks, 105 tackles. Price made the Pro Bowl, 14 sacks, 14 tackles for a loss. Plummer made the Pro Bowl, 5 picks. No Pro Bowl for the Goose this time. I want to see if they give the awards. League news. Or is that at the end of the season? You got Player of the Week, yearly. MVP, Culpepper. I feel like this you got to look at. Yeah, I know. All those running yards are losing the divisional playoffs. Eddie George, 4th in Offensive Player of the Year. And no Dolphins player for Defensive Player of the Year. I wanted to look at rookie, defensive rookie. No Dolphins players. Wannstedt, 4th in Coach of the Year. Best QB. George, 2nd best running back. No Dolphins player there. Frank Garcia, 4th best center. Dolphins, Trevor Price, the best DL in the league. Champion. So this is something I failed to look at last time, but this I have to incorporate moving forward. No Dolphins and best kicker, Grammatica. That was a community pick. And you even got all Madden. Give you a lot of stuff to look through. Eddie George makes it. I'm sure Trevor Price is in there. It's the best DL. And he is. Grammatica get the best kicker? No. All right, it's time to give the awards. Top GM. Who picked Trevor Price? He's the best DL lineman. And that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th pick. 5th pick in the draft. And he's the best D lineman in the league. So that I have to give the top GM to Jordan Peters. So that would be 3 points for Jordan Peters. And let's see. Top scout. Eddie George was a good pick for this team. I got to give that to Green Magic. Second best running back in the league. That was his pick. So Green Magic gets 2 points. Garcia did not go to the Pro Bowl, unfortunately. And then the top agent. Top agent. Not trade player. I need to be looking at stats. Goes to, I think there was a corner that made the Pro Bowl, right? It was kind of a surprise. Ray Lewis had good stats, definitely, but didn't make the Pro Bowl. Who picked Ahmad Plummer? Ahmad Plummer. That was Mike Stacks. So Mike Stacks gets the top agent. So I will update for the next stream. But basically, Jordan Peters gets 3 points. Green Magic gets 2. Mike Stacks gets 1. And it'll be cumulative. So show up for the next fantasy draft stream. First come, first serve. That's what I'm changing it to. First come, first serve. You get the top picks based off when you come in the chat. And so like Jordan Peters will be tied for first right now with Adam. So thank you everyone for participating in this one. And we'll be back soon on the Retro Sports Gamer channel. Take care.